I've got my Echo back there, but over here is a 2025 Tiffin GH1. I've got a friend of mine, a new friend of mine, Brian Cowell. He's going to show me and y'all around his 2025 Tiffin Class B van. Let's get to it. All right, guys, this is Brian Cowell. He has got a 2025 Tiffin GH1, and as you can tell, it is a selenite color. Looks really nice. We're going to talk about some of the stock features, some of the mods he's going to be going through very soon to make this a lot more off-road capable, even better. But Brian, tell me what you are going to be doing to this in the next year, say this year, 2025, in terms of mods.
Okay, for the, what I'm going to do, you see right now, I've already got like the blue tape on.
Yeah.
So I'm planning on cutting out, taking the fender off, cutting out with the Agile kit, bending it back for it give me an extra bit of room.
Yep.
I'm going into getting the bigger tires, going from the 245s to the KO3s, 275s.
Are you putting more springs on there?
I'm going to try to get the springs. I'm trying to just decide if I'm going to go with the Agile, the kit, or if I'm going to do with the Van Compass add-on ones. For it. But that's still in the works right now.
That will really help a lot, the whole ride component, a lot. What else you got?
So that's the one.
Yep.
And then let's see if I added one of the other things. Put the Owl tire expedition tire carrier on. Got the spare tire.
Now what are you going to put over here?
This one I'm looking at the Owl, the Sherpa Pro. That one instead of the BOT or B2.
Yeah. Is that new? Is that a new
one
new option?
Just came out.
That'll be nice.
It's got the same weight of up to 200 pounds as the B2 has.
So it'll attach to the hinges, as well as...
It should be on the hinges, the 2 hinges spots, and then there'll be another spot on here with a different bushing than what they have now.
And it'll kind of cover some of the glass, I guess, like the other ones do? Okay.
And then once I get on that, I'll be looking for either a Monster or a Mini Monster box.
Yep. I had the Monster, the bigger one on my Revel, and it's absolutely awesome. I've got two. If you get the Monster, the big Monster, absolutely go and spend another $100 to get the second tray. You'll be amazed how much more organization you have in your whole Monster box. You'll thank me later. I have that video on my YouTube channel, so you can go check that out and everything. But it's a game changer in terms of organization, because nobody likes to have a jumbled full box, full of stuff.
That's one of the things I've seen. You got the bug box. It'll be a big box, but then the shelves are really far apart.
Exactly.
And so the reason I want it is for the storage. So shelves close together, get more stuff back in there.
I get that. Yeah.
The only thing I've done on here outside, everything else is pretty much stock right now. I've got the IO pedal with high tuner.
I love that.
Ready to get installed.
Yep.
I did get the cascaded 4x4 solar panel, 2 solar panels.
Oh, for the hood?
For the hood.
Oh, that's going to look good. Yeah. And they just kind of stick on, don't they?
They stick on with a 3M tag.
Yeah.
I didn't realize at first they don't recommend it with a wrap.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's a bare skin.
Okay.
This Diamond Shield, I really don't want to cut it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
maybe they can come up with some different kind of adhesive to make it stick a little bit better to get you by. I don't know.
Or get more of that 3M tape underneath it on the edges.
Yeah, maybe so.
I am going to go for a bumper. And right now, looking at either the Pismo or the KA tuned one on here with the winch.
I have the CA tunes, which I like. All that's great. I would highly recommend changing these out to I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's those amber fog lights that you can leave them on while you're driving. They're safe. I think it's called SAE compatible.
Okay.
I have those things on while I'm nighttime, daytime. It don't matter. It looks so cool. I have them on because they look that good going down the road. I'll think of the name here in a minute. It's not Dodge Dynamics. It's the other one. It's real popular.
Okay. Yeah, the reason why some of these things aren't on here yet is because I want to do all the stuff myself.
Yep.
And it's a big thing once you have to take off the grill and actually cutting the metal off and cutting off the.
Now I don't think. What is this?
That's a front camera.
Huh? I don't have that on mine.
So that's the front camera, and then you got the radar for the adaptive cruise control.
That's pretty good.
On it.
Well, You got a side ladder over here too, I think.
Got the side ladder, and that's standard with the GH1. Just like I said, the 2025 GH1. Just got it in October. I've been using it a couple camping trips, and I'm using it as a everyday daily driver.
You're probably not using that ladder right now with that that ankle problem you got.
I've gone up there a couple times. Every time I do climb up on there, the wife yells at me to get down.
I love these really wide steps. That's really handy, and they're kind of grippy.
Yep.
I like that a lot.
And those are all standard with the GH1.
Yeah. The only thing you might want to do is add a little grip tape or something, little strips of it, just a little bit right here. That'll help slippage if you're going up the ladder when it's wet.
Right.
Because right now I feel like it might be kind of a bit slippery if it's wet or icy or something like that.
Yeah, because like for us taller guys, we got to be careful walking up on because for our toes, got to be at more of an angle.
Yeah.
The side.
Now I'll tell you, I'll send this link to you also on Amazon. I'm talking game changer. And it's so funny, I'm gonna say this, you'll think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you right now, it is one of the best things I've ever done in my Revel. It's an electronic gray water dump. So imagine this. You pull up to your dump station, rather than getting out and having to pull that handle, and you know as good as I do, every time you pull it, you get wet from your gray water. Well, nobody likes that. There's a switch they could put somewhere. They usually they put mine right here, but they could put it anywhere over here you wanted to. Even if you got a Switch Pro, they probably could do that too. So you could be sitting in the driver's seat and hit that button, and that gray water's gonna dump out. I mean, I love that feeling, just having that flexibility to do that. But
the other simple mod I did here is for the gray water release.
Yep.
I got the little hose adapter.
Yep, I've got the same thing. I love that. It's just nice to have that added. You don't have to use it, but if it's there if you need it, you know. Yep, that looks good. How's your diesel heater working?
Diesel has been, I haven't had any problems with the Aqua Hot 125. It got cold last night, so I did put it on overnight just to test it, see if there's any leaks. No leaks at all. That's
really good.
I've used it with on electric mode, plugged into the house, and I've also tried it with a diesel, and it's been going pretty good.
I love this.
Burns barely any gas.
I love this color. You ought to consider getting like a pinstripe or some kind of graphic, just to separate, because this is a very common color between Revel, Storytellers, Tiffins, and everything, and just to make it a little bit different more for you, you know? That's what I'm gonna do on mine. I'm gonna wrap mine like crazy and make it very special looking.
That's one good thing about these vans, though, you can individualize them.
Oh no,
everything which you want from on.
The roof rack was stock?
The roof rack is stock on it. It's got the, up there has got the 220 watt solar power panel. It's wired for the Starlink on it. I went ahead and purchased the Starlink Mini, so I've got it.
That's what I've got,
there, because that power consumption is half the use of.
Can I climb that ladder to see, take a peek real quick? I want to see if there's any storage up here.
And then when I did up there with the current Starlink, it's wired for the Starlink. I had to just bag it up and zip tie it just so it stays out of the way.
Yeah, a little storage right over here.
Out there.
Yeah, and over there a little bit. Let's take a look inside if you don't mind. Can we open up the back doors first and get that? Got a nice roll-off bug screen, standard.
Yep, that's standard.
I like that.
So it's a typical garage. On here.
Yeah, it's clean as all get out looking. It really is.
And these are just some of the mods that I've got. My agile wheel. We did buy the Luna bed for the front. Okay. For the inflatable.
Yep.
Goes in the
I've never seen that before. That's pretty packs up small.
Yeah.
I doubt you'll get it that small again though.
Right. Probably not.
Yeah, but it's still is a good idea probably. You've got, looks like some L-track right here.
L-track, front and in the back.
Tie down stuff.
And then I bought some extra little tie down rings that go into the L.
So what is your plans, going forward in terms of this area? You gonna put seating in here, storage in here?
Right now, the storage, I'm just gonna use the black box. I don't have any plans to do like a GLSS yet on it. Just keep it as a garage, because I'm trying to decide.
I think you're smart.
If we're gonna get like bikes in here.
I think you're smart by doing that. I'll tell you why, because I've had my Revel for over 3.5 years. When I first bought it, Within 6 months, I had a GLSS back here, the 8020 version, the older version. It looked really good, and I got it because, you know, it had a little bit of storage components to it. Honestly, as a single traveler, I sat back here twice. I did not use it for its intended purpose. Some people love it, some people don't so much. I chose to take it out, and I sold it, and I got a Canyon Adventure Van slide tray.
Okay.
I was then able to, if I ever wanted to add a GLSS to that, you can bolt it to the slide tray and still use it as a seating area if you wanted to. So you still can use a GLSS, but you have the function ability to be able to take it out and use it just for hauling furniture or a bunch of boxes or totes, whatever you want, or bicycles. You can get the, you know, it's got the O-ring clamps where you can tie down your bicycles in there. So you just have more flexibility. So I went that direction. I have used that thing like crazy in terms of, I mean, I've got a mountain of stuff. I've had stuff stacked pretty much to the bottom of the bed because my bed always stays down all the time. I never raise it for anything. So it's just a difference. It just depends on how you use your van, whether you and the wife go in there and that you all want to separate. One person sits back here, one person sits in the front. It just gives you flexibility. But, you know, the slide tray gives you a lot more storage component options. So I would highly recommend anybody get your van, get just the bare necessities and try it out.
Right.
Really just try it out to see how before you start spending thousands of dollars on gear like me and end up, well, this didn't really work, and then go buy something else. Right. I mean, it's just,
a lot of, like, I've only camped in there a couple weekends on it.
Yeah.
And so I need to get a better, more of a test.
You need to put miles
on it and get a few nights on here to see what we really want.
Yep.
And so forth.
Yep. You need to be stuck in here when during a rainstorm or snowstorm and hunker down for a day and just really see how that feels like. You know, and start thinking about, you know, I wish I had that extra chair in here or the extra room, a leg room or whatever. And don't discount the fact that you can rotate those captain and passenger seats backwards.
Right.
That is a tremendous amount of space in which to sit very comfortably while in your van. It takes no time at all. Are your seats electric or manual?
They're electric.
Okay, mine are electric.
Mine will spin around manually.
Yes.
Spin around, but they're electric.
Yes, they're not bad. They're not bad at all. But yeah, I would. You're doing the right thing by just kind of easing into this whole.
Another thing I got was my air. So we got the onboard air generator. So it's got my cord and then my flexible hose. Hood and my chuck here in the back and in the rear. And you reach around and when you deflate the tires, inflate the tires. When
you get new tires, we talked about that briefly earlier. Are you going to get new rims too, or keep the same?
The rims are right here.
Oh. Oh, you're already ahead of the game. You already got your Apex. That's what I was going to go with.
Yeah, I got the Apex. I got the deflated on the ones. And let's pull this out here.
Yeah, let's see one of those. Oh gosh, that's going to look great. Is that the...
That's an Agile Overlander.
HD in bronze.
Let me get out of there.
It looks sweet.
So I got 5 of those because those are going to be completely replaced. On it. I'm just waiting to try to get the tires, and a lot of my mods have been put on hold with the ankle.
Oh, I get that. Yeah, that's understandable. But the Apex, I've got that on my Revel, and I've got them on this one. It's a game changer in terms of airing down. It makes it a chore, just very less problematic in terms of airing down. And then you got the onboard air to air back up very quickly. I would recommend, do you have a good hose to air back up with?
Oh, that's going to be this hose.
Okay. Just get one single hose. Yeah, that's all you might need.
Hose, expendable.
Yep. And you got 2 air ports and one in the back, one in the front to hook up to?
So that's got my new one.
That's all you need.
Yep. And it's got the valve on here.
Yep.
With it. And so you can tell how brand new it is. A lot of the stuff is still in the...
That's fine.
All my Black Friday
You'll get your use. But I would do this, and for sure, at least one time, maybe even twice while you're in the driveway, air down.
Yeah.
Practice using your gear in your driveway or somewhere, somewhere close by if you need some help or something. Because that's not a place to learn a product out in the field when you're stuck or when you need to use it. You're missing one little piece and you don't have it. So figure all that out at home.
Yep, that's one. And also planning on taking a tire off at home.
Exactly, that's a great idea.
That jack to see
yep.
if that jack is going to be suitable for us, because I know there are some aftermarket jacks.
Yep.
That's the jacks to get in there. That's another reason why I need the monster box, because you get some of the stuff.
Exactly. I have this rule. Is what's used outside, keep outside.
Right.
That doesn't bring in any of the, you know, dirt, grime, whatever. Leave it in your gearbox. Leave it on the roof or something outside. Don't bring it inside your van. Keep your van as clean as you can. But dishes, all that stuff, towels, all that's inside. And it just makes for a little bit, you kind of figure out where things go,
right.
I'm trying to say. These little pockets, you'll find there's going to be so many things that you're going to want to get for this thing. I took all of this off mine and put some storage pockets, and I've got some van-made gear, window covers that are magnetic that look really nice.
Yeah, that's another thing I'm looking at.
Yeah,
magnetic window covers just for these two windows, the side and the cargo door.
Now, do you honestly, when you drive, do you see out of when you're in the driver's seat and you're going down the interstate or whatever, do you actually see that grate out of your rear view mirror?
No, I do not at all. I also have, on the bed you saw attached, I got like a little storage container that hangs down right now for storage, so that blocks off the rear.
I see.
So I can't, the black is a blind spot. I have to like really look through the mirrors and leaning out to the side.
And plus you got a bathroom like mine does, so that blocks a lot of the. So my story is this. So when I was in Moab a couple years ago, there was a guy that had all his windows blacked out with storage pockets, and they had really a beautiful setup here. And I thought, man, that's a great use of space. And so I immediately, before I drove home to Tennessee from Moab, I went back in my van and I zipped up my my covers here to emulate, to see if I could do without seeing out my rear view mirror. It was no problem. Mm-hmm. I didn't miss them at all. So after that, I bought some better covers and left them covered up the whole time. Because I've got a new Wolf Box, like you're going to get a new Wolf Box rear view mirror. So then the camera sits right up there. So you have perfect field of view. You have a lot better field of view back here than you would without it. And you have all this extra space. And you have all this extra better insulation on your rear windows, which gets a lot of sun comes through there. So that's another little trick for storage space, because you're going to need storage.
Right.
You really will.
That's one thing that lacks in these vans. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in there, but the storage is not one of them.
Exactly.
You see that one when we go in.
If something comes in, something's got to go out.
Right,
it's kind of, I try to get things that multi-purpose as much as you can. And there's another rule: buy once, cry once. In terms of, there's things that I've bought that I wish that later I had not, because it didn't really work. It didn't function like I thought it would. But you know, just get the good quality equipment generally is a better route to go with these vans. You'll be happier with it long term, you know, because this is something you're going to keep this van for a long time. I'm sure. I can tell how you feel about this van, so you know, might as well be happy with what you get for it, you know. But let's take a look inside.
Well, the other thing is different than some of the other vans. There is a water chuck to put in the water, external water, right here as well. To hit up to the city water.
Okay. Oh, I see that. So that's threaded.
So you don't have to plug the water hose into the back.
So that's the threaded one. So that way you can you can leave all your doors closed up and fill up with water.
Right.
Okay. Right. You go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead. There's the I/O pedal box right there.
I/O pedal ready to go. I just got to get some time to put it in. Mm-hmm. And that one will go through the firewall because it goes into the cam sensor.
Man, this feels really plush. These seats are beautiful.
And what's great about these seats is we got the grandkids, and so you put the two grandkids in here. Hey,
let me get rid of it here so I can see it better.
Typical grandkids, you get the kids that they're sitting, he's touching me. With these, you can separate them a little bit.
Yep.
And then this can also lean back a little bit too. So if we only have one in here,
I
sit
see.
here, they can sit in the middle and get a better view.
Do they lean this way much?
They lean forward. That's about as far.
Okay.
And then let's see, this one will come forward. That might be as far as it goes.
Okay.
And then it will go back a bit, but I just got some stuff behind it.
That's a cool storage. Is that storage down below there?
No, that's going to, right below here is our aqua hot.
Oh, okay.
And everything. So this is just going to be one of the access points for it in there.
I see it.
And then the other access point for.
Well, that's good. They made it very easy to get to,
right
though.
here.
Yeah. Okay.
So
The flooring looks really good.
Yeah, flooring is
good
great.
and clean.
The floor's been tested.
How do you like that lagoon mount? Have you tested it? Have you?
I just put it in. It's been up here in the storage shed since we've got it.
Yeah.
And then yesterday I decided, hey, let me try putting that in. And so I just put it in there and put the table on.
Okay.
Put the chair backwards on it just to check it out.
Yep.
That one eventually I think I want to change it out because they do have the ones that come in the swivel.
Oh yeah, I've got one in my Revel. It's the Canyon Adventure Vans center console one.
Right.
You can rotate this one and be here or over there with it, and it works pretty good.
Yeah,
it really
so
does.
Eventually that's on my list for it.
Okay.
Then we got the fridge. This up over here.
Yeah, pretty similar. Yeah.
Just similar.
Yeah. These little, you know, I love this function of it because I can be out here. I did this a million times. Been out here cooking dinner for my friends or whatever, and I need some ketchup. It's right here.
Right
Everything
there, exactly.
is. I don't have to get in the van and do all that. It's just right here. It's very accessible.
And like what I've done with this van more than camping or anything, it was tailgating. I've gone to the Jacksonville Jaguars games, tailgating. Gone to the local hockey game here, tailgated with it. The other thing is we have the drawer here.
Oh yeah.
So you do have another cut top on here.
Okay, that's really good.
So you can have it, but also once we get this out,
That's your cut top.
Yeah, I mean this is heavy duty. It's not like
it's
a piece
looks like the same type of
Yeah.
material as that.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then we got the induction stove.
Yeah. Have you used that yet?
I have not used that
Okay.
at all. But I was looking for a smaller one and maybe putting it in a box on the side here. That way we can use this drawer
I
for other
understand.
space
I got it.
and so forth.
Yep. And here's another roll. Is this a roll off?
Yeah, that's a roll off.
Roll off brand, one of the best ones out there.
So, and then behind the roll off band, it's got magnets on it.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have a table that is done by magnets.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So,
I got. Yep.
So, again, when we're camping out, you can put a grill on that, or
Really,
I usually do the camping grill out the back, and then I'll just use that for
And
the
see,
condiments and all
see
that.
here, you can adjust the pitch on this. If you're camped on a little bit of a hillside, you can still get your table level by just adjusting this right here, this setting here. Yeah, I like it. I love magnets. Anything you can do with these because it just cleans things up so
makes it
much
a lot
more.
nicer.
Yeah, it really. And here's your fresh and hot water.
And what's cool about these too, if you look at the vans, is these are all etched in.
Exactly.
They're not like the tape.
Trey told me about that. Yeah, that's really. You know, I told Trey, I said, listen, you know, these vans are all awesome and everything, but I can tell one thing difference between the Tiffins is the detail is pretty much up there. And that right there kind of tells about that right there. What else you got?
So in here, just the regular storage. Above, some of the things I do, I got a battery jump box in here for right now. I just got my silverware set, cookware set, and then some plates that I've got. It was like initial when you buy them from. You buy the van, it's like, okay, I need all this stuff. So without researching, I went out on Amazon. And
Yeah,
bought some
well,
stuff.
that's fine. This will get you by.
Right.
I have a few suggestions we'll talk about that you're gonna want to at least check out.
So that's on that.
Well, up here's got some storage up here.
Got
too.
some storage up here, so that's where I'm keeping the table for right now.
What's on the left there?
This would be where the Starlink, if they had it installed for the Starlink Pro.
Yeah.
So it has an on-off switch on here. And So it's got some plug adapters that come with it.
That's pretty
There is
sweet.
a plug up there, so this would attach. This is the cable you saw up on the roof.
Yep.
That would attach for the antenna on it. But I am going to be going with, like I said, I got the Starlink Mini that I'm going to attach it through. So once we attach it through, we'll be going through in here is a roof access port right through here.
Yep.
And then I'm going to power it, because right now there's power right here, a cigarette lighter and a USB. With those Starlink Mini, it goes with pretty much any power adapter, so you can use a USB or the cigarette lighter. Those will be pretty nice.
All right. You got a nice window cover here.
Yep.
For your Max Air fan.
All magnets.
Yep.
That was an easy 5-minute do-it-yourself install with the magnets. Take these down, put the magnets on.
Okay.
So you got the Max fan on there. And then when I've done with the controllers for the Max fan, is just Velcroed them, double-sided tape, for the air conditioning and then for the Max fan.
Okay.
Just for I don't lose the remotes, 'cause I always lose the remotes.
Yeah.
This is standard for the little cubby, the sink.
Are there different models of the GH1?
There you have the adventure bar.
Yeah.
So this has got the regular 2-seat one. So you got the adventure bar, which would be, these 2 seats would be coming out, and then you'd have like a desk here.
I've seen that.
And then a lot of storage. And stuff.
A little cubbies.
Little cubby storage and stuff, and then have like a little storage for the laptop you could slide in. Would be perfect on it. When they first came out, when we were looking at this, I didn't see those right away. Hindsight, I was like, oh, I like that, but having grandkids, you need the.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
The
Yeah.
I need the,
and these have 2 seat belts.
Yep, you got
really
the 2
good
seat belts
on
there.
Okay. And this is your control panel here.
This is the control panel. So here's for the Aqua Hot on it, and then your Victron.
Oh yeah.
So right now 91, showing it. I draw about 6 watts just standing here without anything on here. And then
from refrigerator,
from
stuff
refrigerator,
like that.
Yeah. Refrigerator, I think the fire detectors, CO2 detectors, there's going to be some parasitic draw on it. Then we have our water tanks, our battery, 13.2. Our fresh water, we got 56% on it. And then our black, we're at, it's not really a black tank, it's our gray tank, 40% on it. So, and then we have our solar controller here.
Okay. Everything right in one location. That's really good. Yeah, that's good.
And then you got all the lights for it.
It just looks clean looking. Yep. It really does. Exactly. And even with the seats right there, you still have plenty of room to get to all your functions.
Exactly. Temperature sensor for the van.
Okay.
And I kind of mentioned before, this was like a little
storage. Oh yeah, I see that better now.
I bought. So we're trying to figure out, because storage is a problem, and if you got the toilet paper, you got other things, garbage bags, there's not really much drawer space. I had it here on before, but it was causing too much issue getting back.
You had it on the outside or inside?
I had it on the
door?
outside, not on the inside. The inside I couldn't close it because it was too wide.
Yeah.
Because these doors, it's a half and half. So get you going there. And then the other place I've had it is this last week. I have a bar here, and I just attach it to the bar so it'll go right in the middle. And so that kind of.
Is this bar stock?
This bar is stock.
Oh, that's made for just a curtain of some sort.
Curtain.
Yeah.
So by putting that's like a poor man's curtain. I put that on there, and that blocks the central view, so no one can look in.
Yeah, it just depends on, like I said, how often you'll raise and lower your bed and all that. So it really is going to take time to figure all this stuff out. I think that's the bulk of it, isn't it? What's above?
This is just the bed, and then the Gree air conditioning. Oh
yeah. Okay. And what's right behind you here? This table, this countertop, or this cabinet?
It's just another storage shed.
Okay.
So I'll just
pretty open.
Yeah. Just some stuff in here, some incidentals. I got a shower curtain that I'm gonna put in for on here, and just some incidentals.
I think you need to go take a weekend trip and just really use it.
And then just a little pantry here.
Yep. About what, 5-6 inches wide?
Yeah, about 5-6 inches wide. Three shelves, and it's not too bad.
There's a guy named David Clausen. He's a woodworker. He's on the Revel group. He makes custom shelving for this. So you could, add some different kinds of shelves, more shelving if you want to add more. I added one more shelf to mine to make it even more storage.
Yeah, I mean, definitely will probably need that, because it's kind of wasted space. Kind of, we talk about the mini or the monster, is you get these big shelves, but sometimes you need smaller for you get more stuff in there, organized. And then another thing I like is my wife's a little bit shorter, so for her to get in and out of bed, they have a step where when this bed comes down, she can step up in here.
I got it.
And get on there. Right now, what I've done for the bed is we've just got a mattress cover on there, and then we're just a sleeping bag on it.
Well, like I said, there is always money to be spent on these mods. Brian, I appreciate your time, sir. You got a great looking rig. Have you used the awning very much?
I've used it for tailgating.
It works great.
So I'll put it out.
Yeah.
One push button coming out.
It's slow but steady, huh?
Yep. That's what John, just as long as it's nice and steady.
Yeah.
And not jerking.
Yeah. I don't mind that at all. It's got lights right here, looks like, LED lights. It's a nice fabric.
So you got the lights on right now for it.
It's black fabric on the inside, which is nice. And it's black on the top too, looks like too. Yeah, I like it.
That's pretty good. And then if the wind gusts gets, I think 30 miles an hour.
It senses, like.
Or if you try to start the car up, start the van up, it will retract.
Yep, I got it. That's a nice fabric. It's a Gerard.
Good job.
It's a Gerard brand, right?
Gerard.
Yep. Okay.
And then just one button. There's one button to close it, the lights, or you could just bring it in on a separate button.
And you can also probably have it retracted in and then turn on the lights just for, if you don't need the awning out, but you want lights, you can do that.
Yeah, we got other lights.
Yeah, right there,
Here. And then there'll be one on the other side for it.
Okay. So we got through looking at all this inside and out of this 2025 Tiffin GH1. Brian, how do you like this purchase, this rig, and when did you buy it?
I love this thing so far. Like, I'm using it now as a daily driver.
Okay.
So I love it.
Yeah.
And I purchased it on October 17th of this year, 2024.
Yeah.
So I roughly got about 3,500 miles on it since then.
3,500?
Yeah.
That's not bad. And it drives around Jacksonville, no problem?
Drives around Jacksonville perfectly. The parking spot, it gets in the parking spots. I mean, today I didn't follow the lines, but normally you get in the lines, no problem with this size. And parking in any parking spot. Go to the store with it.
Where did you buy yours at?
I got mine at La Mesa down in Fort Myers.
Fort Myers, Florida, okay. All right, good to hear. All right, sir, I appreciate your time, okay?
Thank you.